Making me the son of a strong diesel mechanic. My poor mom over here, she never got anything new because Dad would always just fix it. When he finished anything, he'd always proudly strut around with his chest puffed out, saying, "I can fix anything but a broken heart," which is what we ultimately lost him to, his own broken heart. But he taught me how to be a man, and I hope to live out my life to be half the man he was. Thank you to, is Father Jacob here?
He's coming to be
Is
later.
he? Well, he knows. I've told him. Everybody here knows he's a great man. Thank you to Father Jacob. Thank you to all the, Dr. Coakswell here? I saw Dr. Coakswell in the church. Well, he would be one. Thank you to all the healthcare people who tried to help my dad for these last several decades up until his last day. And they were all a great part as to how me and all my family were able to enjoy my dad for another 30 years and for him to enjoy everybody in this room. Thank you to all my friends and family, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors, everybody on both sides of my mom and dad. Where's Mom? There you are. I got lost. My next sentence said, "I used to be the most bashful kid on earth, but that has finally worn off." I guess not quite as much as I thought. Just know, despite it not being said often enough, that me and my family, we love everybody in this room. And I live a long ways away down in Texas now, but everyone in here is always in my heart. Thank you to April, Adrian, my nephews over here, and your dad, and all your brothers, and your spectacular family. And I couldn't have my little sister end up with a better family. So thank you. Thank you to Garrett and Jake, my little bundles of joy here. You guys keep me young, and I couldn't be more proud of you both. I know I can be strict with you, but not as strict as your mom. I added that part.
Just wait till she hears it.
I recorded it. She's gonna hear it.
She knows. But I'm strict with you because I want you to succeed in life, and I know you have potential to do great things. And you get out of life what you put into it. Thank you to my wife, Tara, who's unable to be here today. I hope you're recording this part.
Yep, I got you.
I already mentioned the hip replacement. She's, not only is she torn because she can't be here, but she lost her own dad about 6 months ago. And he was just the Cajun version of my dad. Instead of a diesel mechanic, he was a carpenter by trade. He went by Pop. He was a great man. And him and my dad, they just hit it off from day one. So they were a lot of fun to watch them together. That ain't a damn thing I wrote on here. That was from the heart. So, Tara, I love you. I love Pop. We all love Pop. Lastly, and most of all, thank you to my mom. She was my dad's angel, and she lived the wedding vows to the fullest. She's also my Grandma Mac's angel. She was living here in Garden City at 95 at the twilight of her life, getting ready to make the trip up to heaven here soon. Whenever she decides, she's like the Energizer Bunny. Mom, I cherish my childhood as me and April grew up together. And thank you for everything you and Dad did for us. And since I got a Friday drive back down to Texas, if I could ask you folks still living here locally just to keep an eye out on my mom from time to time. I had trying to tell her basic things like airing up a tire or something like that. She becomes so reliant on having Dad to fix everything. So I kind of a little worried about her being a widower here left behind. So if you would all help me out, keep an eye on my mom.
I've
He
been
bought
through
me a
that
new
and I have
washing machine
resources.
though. And a new dryer, so we're good.
I guess that's it, I'm about done, so. My wife typed up something my boys are gonna read off to you. A lot of you have met her, not everybody, but a lot of you have. Or you've seen that Facebook that I'll never join.
Great job.
Me neither.
Hello, everybody. So, like my dad said, my mom typed up something.
You have to
Really,
speak up.
my bad. Okay. So,
Speak like a coach yelling at you.
so she was real heartbroken she couldn't be here today. So it was really important to her that I come up here and read her words to all of you. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here from Mr. Dwayne Pites and his family. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Tara Pites. I'm Derek's wife, Garrett and Jacob's mom, and Mr. Pites and Mrs. Becky's daughter-in-law. I'm so sorry I'm not here with all of you. I recently underwent surgery and I'm unable to travel. Please know every bit of my heart is in this room with you today. When Derek brought me to Kansas in 2004 to meet his family, I knew they were special and that I had found what I had prayed for in meeting him and them. They were amazing. Derek and I married in 2005, and I was blessed with another family to call my own. Derek's family right away made me feel special and treated me with so much love and kindness. Mr. Pice became a second dad to me, and I felt the love we shared for each other. In my eyes, he was truly an amazing person. He was a man of many good traits. He was a hard worker and wasn't afraid to tackle any job that was thrown his way. He was kind, generous, loving, and had a great sense of humor. Could always make me laugh and bring a smile to my face, and he was a man of God. Derek would always tell me my dad could fix anything but a broken heart. Over the years, I have come to believe that. I just wish the doctors could have fixed his. He was a family man that loved his family so much. He was so proud of Derek and April, and he loved each of his grandsons. Spending time with them, whether it was fishing, watching football, or playing and having fun at board games, these are moments I hope they cherish forever. But what I remember the most is how much he loved and admired Mrs. Becky. I won't ever forget his smile, laugh, and especially those warm, gentle hugs he would give me whenever he saw me. Mr. Pice and Mrs. Becky spent so many visits here in Texas with my family. Having Mr. Pice in their lives was a gift, and their hearts will forever hold a special place for him as well. He was so easy to love.
This is still from my mom. My heart is broken for myself and my boys, but it aches deeply for Derek. You hear about the strong bond between a father and a son, and that's what they had. The relationship they shared was truly special, and I know he's going to miss his dad so much. They spoke on the phone to each other quite often, whether it was in Derek's truck while he was driving, discussing a Chiefs game, or door with his dad on speaker. You could hear Mr. Pite's voice echoing through the house, and it would fill my face with a smile. I'm going to miss that. I'm going to miss so much about him. I recently lost my dad in April on Easter Monday. Now I'm losing my other dad on the holiday on Christmas. My heart has been put through, and there's an even bigger hole in my heart. I believe Mr. Pice was a fan of John Wayne, and I just wish I could have told him that he would always be considered my John Wayne. He went over my heart the weekend I met him, and I will always have a special place in it. God bless and rest easy, Mr. Pice. Love you always, your daughter-in-law, Tara.